Hello everybody. Today we're going to be talking about a couple things. I'm a little bit out of ideas, so I thought it might be fun for me and might be some good information for you guys to know. But today we're going to be talking about technology, gaming setups, and gaming sources or gaming consoles, stuff like that, alright? So stay tuned to the end. You may learn something, and you're in for a show. This might be a long video, so let me set you guys down there. Okay, let me sit down for this one. Hello, everybody. I think it might be a good idea for us to go over some gaming things. I don't know if you guys want to know about it. If you don't, then keep scrolling. But if you do, this is the perfect video. So, we're going to talk about PlayStation, PC, Xbox, and Nintendo in this video, okay? I'm sorry if I'm wrong about some things. You may learn some things. And you know what? I may learn some things. If I'm wrong, if I say anything wrong in this video, please feel free to go into the comment section and correct me, because I want to know. I'm just saying everything the top of my knowledge. And let's get started into the video. Okay. So I think the first thing that we should talk about is PC. So for the PC, PC is like its own console in a way. For the PC, you have the PC, which is like, some people build it. I think you guys, if you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you know what a PC is. And if you're using a PC, you need to use a monitor. You can't hook up a PC to a TV. That's not how it works. You need to use a monitor, which is a screen. It's basically a computer screen. And then the PC, which has the fans, the gigabyte storage, which gives you the online access and stuff, and which makes the game pretty much. And everything in the PC gives it the good FPS and the good graphics. Okay. So for the PC, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure you could use a controller if you have a PC. I'm not sure if you could use a controller. If you can, comment in the comments down below. But I'm not sure you can. If you play on PC, then you're most likely to use a mouse and keyboard, have a desk and stuff, and then like an insane gaming chair that's going to give you aimbot in Fortnite or Call of Duty or whatever you guys play. And the best games to play PC with is Fortnite, yes, Valorant, Call of Duty, Marvel Rivals, because all those games, it's easier to navigate through those games. So let's say you're playing Fortnite, right? You want the mouse and keyboard running through the PC with the good graphics, and it's fast. The PC's fast, depending on what PC you get. You get a really bad PC, then it's going to be really, really slow. But if you're editing, it's easier to move your hand on top of the mouse, your whole entire hand, moving the whole entire mouse faster to edit than using a controller and just using your thumb. It's way faster. And you have higher sensitivity because you have all that wrist control. And your wrist moves faster than your thumb because you have more bones in your wrist. And you have more things that connect to your wrist. So the wrist is more complex, which makes it better in a way. In Rocket League, where you need to navigate through all the buttons, usually if you're using like a PlayStation, actually we'll talk about this later, but those are the games that you want to use the PC for, right? So that's PC, okay? Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is Nintendo. I'm sorry to anybody who plays on Nintendo, but it's crap. I'm really, really sorry, though. Nintendo is small, Nintendo's pretty small. So it doesn't have that much gigabytes in it, which makes it... Alright, so Nintendo's small. It's not Nintendo is its console in its own way, even though it's like a handheld game pretty much. Or you could put it in that little slide thing. If you take off the joysticks and you put it in, you could connect it to your TV. But the reason you don't want to use Nintendo for pretty much anything, like Nintendo's bad for even its Nintendo games, like Super Mario or Mario Kart Racing is bad even if you use Nintendo, even though they're made from Nintendo. They're supposed to be for Nintendo. Okay, so like I just said, if you're using Nintendo, it's very small, so you can't really fit that much gigabytes in it, which is therefore going to make your game very slow, and you're not going to have good graphics at all. So I think Nintendo is expensive, I'm not going to lie. So, you know what? You should get parents, if you're watching this, or if anybody's watching this, you should spend your money on an Xbox, which is about the same price as a Nintendo, and you'll get more benefits, and it's just better. All right, so yeah, that's another thing. I'll also talk about prices and if it's affordable and if it's worth it. So for the PC, if you get a good PC, and if you get a good PC, it's going to be worth it. But you know what else? We know what's not going to be worth it? Losing $2,000. But it actually might be worth it. It depends what you think. It's your opinion. That's just my opinion for this one. That one's my opinion, okay? Another thing that we need to talk about. Alright, so I talked about Nintendo. I talked about the Nintendo price. Nintendo prices. I'm going to think about this. I'm going to say the Nintendo Switch is about $500. $100. I'm not sure. Correct me in the comments, please. Feel free. If I say anything wrong, tell me in the comments. I will. Tell me in the comments, and if it's correct, you get a shout out in one of my videos for correcting me, because I'm on a correction. I think it's good for people to correct me. I want to learn something, as well as you guys maybe learn something. Okay. So, Nintendo Switch is about $500, $400. Nintendo Switch 2, $700 maybe. I don't know. And the features that has is like I guess you get like a built-in mic or something. My friends are telling me you get a built-in mic and like there's a camera on it, so when you're playing, it's like basically a FaceTime. I think that's the only new things. Maybe a better FPS. But the average FPS for a PC, I don't know if I said this already, the average FPS for a PC is about, if you get a good PC, 1,000. The average FPS for a Nintendo would be about, I really want to say like 80, 100, if you're like on Fortnite or Call of Duty, games that have a lot of details in it. Call of Duty, very realistic games that uses up a lot of your FPS. So that's Nintendo. I'm pretty sure, you know what you could also do instead of just using the joysticks? The Nintendo also comes with a free controller sort of thing. Which you get, you get like this holder, and then you slide the joysticks in, and it's kind of like a controller. Or if you're connecting it to your TV, you take off the joystick stuff and you put the screen inside that little black thing, like the holder, and it's like this and stuff. And you slide it in, and then it projects on your TV, which I think is better. And if you project it on your TV, then you could get controllers that are like Xbox. I'm pretty sure you could even get PlayStation shaped controllers for your Nintendo. I am not 100% sure about the next thing I'm about to say, but I don't think you could use mouse and keyboard. I don't think you could use mouse and keyboard on Nintendo. Tell me in the comments. Drop a comment. Tell me if you can. I'm not sure if you can, but let me know. Okay? Next thing is that we're going to talk about is, we don't want to talk about PlayStation. Want to talk about PlayStation? Let's talk about some PlayStation here, boys. For PlayStation, PlayStation, a lot of people say it's so good. And what I'm going to get to next, which we're going to talk about Xbox next, I'll touch bases about how I feel about PlayStation. But I'm just going to talk about PlayStation right now, no Xbox right now, until I get to it. So, a lot of people say PlayStation's so good. It has really good graphics. But the FPS, the frames per second, is, I think it might be a little bit lower than Xbox. But a lot of people say PlayStation's better than Xbox. I'm saying no. That might just be because I have an Xbox Series S, so I'm not trying to defend my Xbox. Can't really answer honestly because I have one. But a game that a lot of people like to play on PlayStation 5 and stuff, PlayStation 4. A lot of people like to play Spider-Man because Spider-Man comes with it. Most PS5s. Rocket League, because Rocket League, PlayStation has the easiest buttons to get to in Rocket League, because you get to like press R2 or L2, and the shape of it, the two joysticks are even at the bottom. So that's PlayStation 5 controller are the best for Rocket League. So I think PlayStation is way too overpriced. I'm not going to lie. PlayStation is way too overpriced. What is it? $600 when they first came out. It was $1,000. During COVID, it was $1,000. I think that's a little bit way too much. But now they're about $600. And they're all right. You could connect it to mouse and keyboard. Yes, you could use mouse and keyboard. And you could connect it to a monitor and everything. But it's not like a PC. You're not going to run crazy FPS and crazy graphics. You might get crazy graphics, but I'm not going to say the same for FPS. Depends if you upgrade it, actually. Okay. Next thing we're going to talk about is Xbox. Specifically targeting Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X. Before anybody says anything, I think they're pretty much the same thing. I'm honestly not sure, but they're kind of the same thing. Except, they're about the same price. And I think Xbox is it's better than PlayStation. Very affordable. And like I said, if you're going to get a Nintendo, don't get a Nintendo, get an Xbox. It's so much better because it's about the same price. It's about $500. Maybe like $100 more, but it's really worth it. I tell you. You average on PlayStation you run about. Let me think for a second. Correct me if I'm wrong. 300 FPS. Averagely, without upgrading it. Maybe I already said that. Not sure. But for Xbox, averagely, you get about $400 if you upgrade it. But I think it's really worth it, guys. You can play mouse and keyboard using it. You can connect mouse and keyboard and use a monitor. And I think that's better than PlayStation. Not gonna lie, it's the most actually, Nintendo's the most affordable. But it's trash. So pull out maybe 50 more, $100 more, and get the Xbox. Trust me, you won't regret it. It's so much better. You can use a monitor, set up, mouse and keyboard on it, use desk, everything like that, okay? And then, you know what we should talk? I'm going to talk about mobile after this, but the reason certain consoles have better gigabytes and FPS and graphics is because depending on the size is how much more bigger of an gigabyte, what do you call it? Gigabyte holder thing. I'm not sure I don't know what it's called, but the bigger your console is, the more you'll get, because the thing that makes the FPS and graphics is bigger. Okay. Next one is really fun. Mobile. Okay, so mobile is pretty interesting. Not a lot of mobile gamers out there. Not a lot of professional mobile gamers out there. Like, a lot of people play Clash of Clans, like mobile games, like the games that you see on ads on like YouTube or TikTok. But that's not professional. That's just fun. The only professional games I could think are on mobile are like I forgot what it's called, honestly. You could play some game. I don't know. There's a lot of mobile games that you could play professionally. But mobile is get a phone. Yeah, it's pretty good. A phone is affordable, and not only can you just game on it, like the game is. If you game on it, you can't play like console games or PC games. If you play console games or PC games, it's going to run really slow. But if you play mobile games, it's going to be good. Roblox is good for mobile. If you play Roblox games, that's good for mobile. If you play Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, that's good for mobile. And not only can you just like play those games, you could text on it, you could watch YouTube on it, you could watch TikTok on it. So yeah, I think you should also get a phone. Phones are only about $300. Actually, it depends what type of phone you're getting. If you're getting like the newest Apple phone, probably like $500. But if you're getting like if you're getting not like a crazy phone, I would say $200. Oh, and Androids are, don't send hate. Androids are better than Apple. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm just gonna say Androids are better than Apple. That's because I have an Android. But guys, hear me out. Androids, they have longer time without dying by 1 hour. They have a little bit worse graphics. It's easier to navigate. About $200 cheaper, even though it's better. Harder to break. It's more durable. More affordable. I think I already said that. And like, why do you need I'm not exactly sure. iPhone and Android are like the only thing Apple has on Android or like Samsung or anything like that is that it has a better camera. Every year they come out with the new Apple phone, and you get like 0.5 times more zoom in, and like the camera becomes more bulkier and uglier. Okay? And yeah, thank you for staying tuned. This wasn't that long of a video. It was only about 20 minutes. Thought it was going to be way longer, but when I explained it to my mom, it was like an hour. It's only 20 minutes. Thank you for your time. Thank you for letting me explain it to you. If you learn anything, don't forget to like and subscribe. If I said something wrong and I left out something, don't forget to comment on this video. And Don't forget to comment on this video. Tell me your tip or fact or something that I left out. And yeah, like and subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.